The Railway to Kakia, 9211. By
Arcton Tales.
They shone the light against the wall, revealing nothing except that the walling no longer resembled metal but rock. Snatching the phone from Cara, Noah walked toward the edge of the wall, placing his hand against it.
Is this stone?
He proclaimed, both confused and angry. He turned the light back to Cara, seeing her jet white and shaking.
What is going on?
The words struggled out of her mouth. A loud horn-like sound pierced the air. The sound blurted from the darkness, catching them both off guard. Clutching their hands to their ears, they both looked frantically into the darkness to see what was causing it. And then, as fast as it came, it simply stopped. Noah turned the phone back toward the darkness, swearing he could see something. What is that? Off in the distance? As he squinted, Noah attempted to shine the light toward the weird figure until the beeping caught his attention. The phone's battery life began to warn of the darkness that would grip them both. Cara's eyes lit up, sheer panic ripping through her. She rushed, grabbing the phone still in Noah's hand, squeezing them both, screaming aloud.
No, no, no!
The phone went dead, and everything went dark around them. Noah screamed out, taking the phone and smashing it on the ground in frustration. Tears began to roll down Cara's eyes as complete darkness engulfed them. She began to lightly sob. The only thing visible was the weird object in the distance. Noah grabbed onto her arm and began to aggressively pull her while walking forward. "Come on! We can't stop," he stated, not asking but demanding. It was only a few feet before a new sound stopped them once again. It was the sound of bare feet pitter-pattering across the ground, not like it was running on concrete, but some sort of soapy wet mud. The two gripped each other as the footsteps came closer and closer, faster and faster. Noah, bracing himself, prepared to attack whatever emerged from the darkness. As the sounds could be no less than 10 feet in front of them, they were then accompanied by the blood-curdling scream of a man. Before they could react, a figure leaped from the darkness, landing on Cara and knocking Noah back. He quickly bounced off the wall and moved into attack mode. He looked down to see what could no longer be described as a man. The shredded, bloody carcass of a man was wrestling with Cara as she fought for her life in terror. Noah, without thought, instinctively kicked the creature in the stomach, causing its guts to rupture, spilling bile all over Cara. The creature squealed out in absolute agony. Noah reached down, picking up Cara, who was now covered from head to toe in a thick, bloody substance. The creature rolled around on the ground, holding the hole in its stomach as its guts spilled all over the place. Noah's absolute disgusted terror finally took full control of him. Tears welled up in his eyes as he began to dry heave. Both were panicked. Unable to move. The creature scurried up and ran off in the direction they came from, screaming and leaving a light trail of blood behind. The word fear could no longer describe what the two of them were feeling. Catatonic maybe, but not fear. This feeling was beyond that. They slowly turned their heads to look at each other. Seeing the coagulated blood and gory tissue all over Cara's face, Noah finally lost it and began to throw up uncontrollably. Normally, Cara would comfort her boyfriend in a situation like this, but the absolute shock of what had transpired had completely taken control. No thoughts went through her head, as it was impossible to comprehend what just happened. Noah attempted to regain his composure, standing up and wiping his mouth. He just stood there, making no sound, riddled with disgust and shock. Truly, for the first time in his life, Noah didn't know what to say.
Maybe this will help.
The voice of the little girl from earlier came from the darkness in the most playful way imaginable. Noah just stood there watching Cara. She slowly turned her head toward the darkness in the direction of the voice. The expression on her face could barely be described as one emotion. Confusion, terror, and sadness all could be seen on it. "My hoodie," she softly spoke with confusion. In front of her lay the hoodie she had given to the red man hours earlier. She took 2 steps toward it and knelt down. The hoodie itself was in pristine condition and folded neatly in front of her. Noah's voice lightly chirped up as he began to cry.
Is that your hoodie?
With absolute emotionless shock, Cara lightly nodded, picking the hoodie up. She slowly stood up, cradling the hoodie by her chest, and began to walk into the darkness.